Hi, welcome to Your Dad Loves You. Hope you're all doing well. I want to expand on my previous video about you get to choose to be happy or choose to be sad. It's your choice. So, easier said than done, you may think. And it can be quite easy and can be quite hard at times. And I think where I found most clarity, in a sense, the best way to kind of go in those directions is from Star Wars, Phantom Menace, Episode 1. Pretty good movie. That's my favorite out of the original three, but that's off topic. There's a great line in the movie by Qui-Gon Jinn where he's talking to Anakin. And he says a line in this ballpark, might be word for word or close enough for me, is your focus determines your reality. And it's incredibly true. I think those words are incredibly powerful and can really help with the idea of choice, of choosing to be happy or choosing to be sad. And I was in a car accident, and the car accident was pretty bad. I don't remember most of it. I don't even remember the airbag being deployed. I remember watching the car hit and waking up to a guy opening up my car door. Thankfully, I was fine. Serious bruising. And the lady that hit me was freaking out, super mad at me, and I'm just like, thought it was their fault, and they thought it was my fault, and realizing that being mad in the situation isn't going to help anyone or anything. Neither one of us thought we were at fault, but it doesn't really matter. It's not. I'm getting off topic with that. The idea that, in a sense, I think allowed me to get through the situation calmly and easier was that I was safe. I just had bruising. They were safe. They got some little banged up here and there, and I had insurance. They had car insurance, and that this was just going to be an ordeal just to kind of work our way through. But it'd be an interesting memory. It was like I was in a solid car accident and walked away, and they walked away, and it made the experience a lot less overwhelming, a lot not as hard. And I even talked to the person, and I'm like, car accidents suck. I've been in one previously, and it is traumatic. And if I caused this, I am sorry. I wouldn't want that on anyone having that, dealing with that trauma and fear of it happening again. And I think because I kind of calmly and wasn't pushing back, wasn't yelling and stuff like that, they really shifted in that moment too, which was really nice in a sense. Me being kind of open and seeing, like I said, not focusing on having to deal with this massive problem and just replacing my car and dealing with insurance and all, like, it's just like everyone was good, everyone was safe, allowed the experience to be a lot easier instead of yelling and screaming and just getting mad. And so my focus was on the positive of this hard situation. It made it much easier. And well, like that, even that previous story of me not getting to go on the roller coaster, not getting to go to the Disneyland over Knott's Berry Farm, what I could focus on was not going to Disneyland, or my focus could be, I get to go to Knott's Berry Farm, have a lot of fun and go on roller coasters. So, two choices. In the beginning, I chose being mad, and then when I got there, I believe I was having a good time, and so I chose to be present to what I had and focus on having fun. So it wasn't much of a choice from there. It was just that's what I naturally moved into. But every day, every time you get frustrated and stuff like that, it's largely you're focusing on the main problem and not focusing on the big picture. And like I said, easier said than done. So watch what you focus on. That determines your reality. If you think your world is great, you'll feel great. If you think your world is shitty, you'll feel shitty, because that's what you say in your head. Those words have incredible power on how you feel, which is why I try to end my videos with, remember that your dad loves you, because love is a nice positive feeling. And feeling it from someone close to you, like your dad in a sense, can have a lot of impact, a lot of positive impact in feeling in the moment. So that's what I'm trying to also focus on, is that positivity, that love. So focus on that. All right. Feeling now I'm getting rambling on. Dad joke. Try to do them at the end of all of them. Actually, yeah. What do you call a man who stands... Sorry, dyslexic, got a little bit jumbled up. What do you call a man who can't stand? Neil. I like it. All right, so hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you liked the video. Comment on the video, subscribe, do all those things I'm apparently doing. Maybe pick one of those videos that might be showing up right about now around me. Who knows? We'll figure that stuff out as we go. All right, have a great day.